opening the front side of the body with the breath, okay? So similar to the back side of the body, maybe you didn't need that and you just jumped right to this because you figured out that you couldn't breathe into your chest. You're going to use the principle of finding a stretch, closing off another side to get some expansion to where we want it to go, okay? So if you have a really tight chest or really tight one side, you can easily use like a wall and find a stretch in the front side of that shoulder. Again, don't go crazy with it. Don't wrench it into position. Find just the beginning of the stretch. Because kind of your body being like, whoa, let's put the brakes on here. That stretch reflex is like brakes. So let's let it just barely put the brakes on and breathe into that space. So start off with one arm. We'll do both sides. And you're just going to try to breathe into that stretch tissue. I want to feel that expand. If it helps, you can also put your hand on the other hand where you feel the stretch for just a little proprioception. And of course, this hand could be anywhere. It could be up tall, it could be down low. This is about you finding a line of tension yourself. And if you feel like you're not able to relax into it at all, and it's too much and the stretch is distracting, back off your ankle a little bit and work on your focus. Let's try the other side. Can you find a stretch in the front side over here? And if you just have one side that's tight, you can keep working on that side. Get as crazy as you need to. Open up your side bend, all these things. Find your line of tension on the front side. How's that feeling? All right, now we're going to go into two more options here. So if you go into a cow position, so cat, cow, we have cat, and we have cow. So here, I have the back tissue of my body a little bit shortened. I'm going to see if I can breathe in a way that I feel the front side get a good opening. So make sure that you're not straining anywhere. Adjust your position accordingly, and begin to breathe here. Now you may or may not like that one. Being an extension can be kind of a stressed position in general. So here's another option for you. You're going to come onto your elbows and just get a little sphinx here. So you're just watching TV. You're closing off that back side of the body without as much strain. And you're just going to breathe here. And make sure your neck is comfortable. Now, go ahead and straighten one arm so you've got a little bit of a stretch on one side here. So I'm twisted, and see what that feels like. I actually just want you to investigate a little bit. If you didn't find a good stretch there, try the other side. And if still not, just go ahead and find your own stretch. Where do you feel opening on that front side of your body? Maybe it's lying on your side with your arm back. Twists like this can feel really good no matter what. So you're just going to find another position where you feel is going to help you open up. We'll do two different places before I go back to a dedicated one where I want you to follow me, okay? So find a position that works for you and breathe. switch to the other side or some other angle. Maybe you find another range if you want to stick with that one. This works well for me. Okay, now go into a comfortable seated position, or you could actually lie down for this. It's an option as well on your back. We're going to work a diaphragmatic breath. Now, when you breathe into your belly, a lot of people call that diaphragmatic breathing. It's not necessarily diaphragmatic breathing. You're getting the belly, but the diaphragm is a huge muscle, and it's going to involve more of your torso than that. If you just breathe into your chest, it's called apical breathing. I think I'm pronouncing that right, A-P-I-C-A-L. Right, so I want to be able to have both of these things. So can you please place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly? I'd like you to start by imagining that your body is a vase, and it's like that you're filling up with water, and we're going to fill the water from the bottom to the top. When we exhale, we're going to pour the water out from the top down to the bottom. Okay, so you're going to make this lovely circle. Okay, inhaling, filling up, exhaling, pouring out. You're going to start from the bottom and come up here. What I've found a lot with people is that they'll be able to do one and then maybe the other, but it's very difficult for them to do both or maintain as they continue to inflate. So don't worry if you don't get it exactly smooth the first time or the first 10 times, right? You're building up practice, you're doing work, and you're doing things that elite athletes need to do and don't always do, right? So you're putting yourself right up with the best of the best by just working on your breathing. It's amazing what it can do for you. Okay, so one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Can you slowly start to inflate from the belly hand? Inflate here. Now don't lose that and begin to inflate the top hand. And now deflate the top hand and deflate the belly hand. Inflate the belly. Keep that, inflate the chest. Deflate the chest. Deflate the belly. And now I'd like you to try to just spend the rest of this time trying to smooth those out. We'll do this for about 2 minutes, okay? Trying to smooth out the up and smooth out the down, okay? So instead of being 1, 2, it's a gradual filling and releasing as best you can. If you need to stick with 1, 2, do that for now, okay? So diaphragmatic breathing, ready, and begin. You can kind of go at your own pace here, filling up and pouring out. What I'd like you to notice, just as you're breathing, are you arching your back to achieve this? It's not the same thing as expanding outwards, okay? So lying in your back can be helpful because it kind of takes that option away. You could also lean against the wall, and that can be helpful too. Let yourself totally relax at the bottom. Let your body tell you when it needs to inhale again. Opening and closing. Diaphragms rising and falling. And relaxing. Expanding as much as you can, emptying as much as you can. Expand as much as you can. Exhale as much as you can. Open. empty, open, and empty. And go whatever you need to get that out. One more time. Open. More. And empty. You stretch your diaphragm out a little bit. Okay? So, hope you enjoyed that and that you're feeling better and you work on this enough to make a difference. So, I think it can be really helpful for you. And remember, just practice throughout your day. Turn this on whenever you need to. And hopefully we'll hear about your success stories soon.